Alright, this is different from my usual videos and is a once human video that I haven't done in a while. And I'm making this video for a very specific reason. So I recently checked back in Once Human. I've been playing it on and off for the last couple of weeks, and I've actually been enjoying myself with a lot of the changes they've made. And with the new lunar cycle update coming in, I'm actually pretty excited about all the stuff that they're introducing. But with that, they recently changed the Lightforge crate system, which, if you've played Once Human before, this is one of the main ways they make money, but it's also one of the least liked ways they make money. It is effectively, much like other games, a loot box system where you get, items. Except in Once Human, it's only cosmetic, but it is still a gambling system, right? Like, it is still a chance at a reward, or chance at rewards per se, right? It's not a guaranteed, cosmetic, right? You have to, there's a high chance, actually, that you'll just get some of these low-tier items instead of getting the good items, which is how they get you to spend more money, obviously. But recently, they made a massive change to the way the system works, and to make it less exploitative and more consumer-friendly, which is the main thing I wanted to talk about in today's video, and why I actually did my first ever Lightforge opening. Now, this sounds really weird, and I'm not in no way, advertising, hey, go out and open Lightforge, loot crates, but I do want to mention that the devs are working on ways to be more consumer friendly, and I've been following Once Human for a while now, and they have actually taken steps to be, again, more consumer friendly. Obviously introducing more liked skins just to the shop, even, giving really nice Twitch drops to the players. But this new Lightforge system effectively allows you to guarantee an item from the crate after a set amount of openings. So, as you can see here, you get something called a Lightforge gem, and it's guaranteed within 20 draws, and this happens over and over, so you can guarantee an item. The rarest items in the crate obviously cost more, so as you can see, the Stardust Mayfly set, which is the one I actually got, cost 3 gems. You can't see it, but it costs 3 gems. The other 2 items cost 2 and 1 gem respectively. The thing about these gems is they do tell you here, but you can also get a chance at more than 1 gem within that 20 pulls. So they actually have your history here. The first 6 of those openings, I got the rare skin. So this skin here, the Stardust Mayfly set, I got that in 6 crates. And I think in total I spent 20 New Zealand dollars, I think 15 USD. Actually, no, sorry, it's 26 NZ dollars and 17 USD, I think. And I got the skin, right? So after, $20 roughly, I got the skin, and I got to guarantee that skin with the Lightforge gem system, and I got the Lightforge gems, and 2 of them in a chance. So I think I did the free 10 pulls, or not the free 10 pulls, the 50% 10 pulls, and then I think I did 3 more pulls. So I did a total of 10 pulls, basically, and I got the skin. And I got to choose that skin, right? And that is one of the things that I find that at least start taking into account that, they want to be more friendly to the consumer. Again, it's still gambling at the end of the day. Now you have a chance at the Lightforge gem, but it is, in my opinion, you're going to be spending less if you want something specific. Now, if you want everything in the crate, you're going to be spending a lot still, right? You want the rack, you want the bow, you want the sniper skin, which does look pretty cool. You're going to have to be spending, still the same amount as you would on the old crate system, which is an example here, by the way. This is the old system, where it says guaranteed in 30 draws. Yes, but it's a random from one of these 5. In the new system, it's guaranteed in 20 draws, and you get to choose what you want. So instead of it being an RNG guaranteed item, see, you might get the, a piece of furniture, which you might not care about, you now, in that amount of pulls, get to guarantee the item you want. On average, I do think I got very lucky to get the skin in 10 pulls, or, $20. I think most people find themselves getting the skin around $40, but at least you get to guarantee that, and it's appropriately valued, in my opinion. I think the skin you're getting, the pretty nice skins, to be fair, that Once Human does, at $40 is quite a respective margin, in my opinion, for the current day in microtransactions. And again, I would like to see them, of course, do this going forward with every crate, and I'm assuming they are, based on the fact that you can carry forward these gems, which is a really cool item. So if I got a 4th gem, I forgot to mention that. So aside the 3 gems I got and claimed the skin, I got an extra one, I think on my 11th pull. I can't quite remember. Yeah, so here, I got another gem. Yeah, so here it is. Okay, it goes in order. I was reading it the wrong way. So this was my pull rate. So yeah, actually, yeah, I got the skin after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pulls, and I got the skin. And I don't know if I got extremely lucky or the rates are more friendly. I don't know. I can't tell you that information on the pull rates for the gems. But what I can say is I got 3 Lightforged gems in 7 pulls, and I got the skin on my 8th confirmation, or I redeemed it on my 8th, sorry. After that, I opened a few more because I had a leftover Christian, right? I bought a $20 pack. So all in all, I think I actually spent maybe $15 to get the skin, right? 15 NZD, 10 USD to get the skin. And I think there's a much more fair system to the player. It's still gambling, but it's a much more fair way of doing it. And the reason why I've always respected Once Human to at least a little bit is that it's purely cosmetic, right? Once Human does not sell anything that powers your character up, as the common term it's called. There's no consumables, there's no gear, there's no enhancements that you can get through the store in Once Human. And that's why I've always felt a little bit okay with the loot crates, but now I feel a little bit more comfortable with this system being a little bit more consumer friendly, as you know there's a set target you'll be spending to get a certain item. So again, I think I was very lucky. I think most people, again, as I said, you'll be finding yourself spending around $40 to $30 to get the skin. I think guaranteed you actually spend $40. But if you get a Lightforged gem RNG or random Lightforged gem in the 40 pulls, you'll get the skin guaranteed, right? At a cheaper price, which I think is kind of neat. And is much better than the old system they had. There's obviously still room for improvement, but this is a great step to putting the customer first. And alongside a bunch of the other changes that Once Human has made over the weeks, with their January patch, they introduced something called the collection, blueprint collection level, where you get, I would call them mastery rewards to put on your character, which is very cool actually. So for example, there's like this phantom cube, which you can redeem, and you can actually change the keyword effects on your weapons. So if you've played Once Human, the Frost Vortex is like an effect that will pop when you shoot an enemy, right? You can earn these cubes on the Blueprint Collection track and change the way that effect literally looks. I think I got the... What one did I get? I think I got the Shock one, the Power Surge one, yep. And it looks really, really cool. And this, again, comes back to the fact that Once Human is trying really hard to please its player base, which I really like. And obviously, the one thing I've always said about Once Human is that I've had an identity crisis. And, seeing the roadmap, I think I'm a little bit excited, but also curious and where they're going to go with the game, as they still feel like they have a little bit of an identity crisis, but that's something that's not related to the consumer, like in the sense of they're listening and they're actually trying to implement changes that the players want. And this collection level has like another system, like camos, right? So they recently introduced camos, and I was, again, very lucky to get one of the rare camos, which was entirely free. You can't really see it on this weapon, hang on. Which was entirely free. So I'll take off the skin here so you can see it a little bit better. But effectively, this camouflage I got for free through that collection level system. The way you level that collection level up, by the way, is you just level up blueprints. Literally, that is the entire system. And I got this camo for free doing that. And that's purely by playing the game and having time investment. So you're getting something out of investing your time in the game. And this, in my opinion, is the coolest thing. Like, this is something that I absolutely love from Call of Duty games. Beside the fact that Call of Duty games have turned to shit nowadays, they nailed progression in Call of Duty, right, with the mastery camos. And to see that in this game, I think is really cool and allows you to give something back to the player and also allows the player to stick around in your game. It's a win-win for the developer and the consumer at the end of the day. And this is something I want to see in more games, but I am so happy that Once Human has done something like this to really make the player feel rewarded. And, there's another one. It's like, that's not just the only one. There's more in here. These are the 2 rare ones, and they even said they're going to add more of this kind of stuff to the game, which is even cooler. This one actually looks really nice. I like this one as well, and you can create some really cool combos with these. For example, it overlays with any weapon skin you have. So with the Glacial Ice here, or the Glacial Age, sorry, creates a different sort of effect than it does with the gemmed, the DE50, which looks really freaking cool. So you can create all these different combinations with something that you get for free. And this is something, again, that is a way to give back. And that's all I wanted to include in today's and talk about in today's video. And more to the point, we're going to be starting to pump out more Once Human content once again. I'm getting back into the game, and a little bit of motivation is there for me. And again, New World Season 7 is around the corner, but as I've said, Once Human Lunar Cycle is also a few days away, and I'm definitely going to be making content on that. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.